Hello guys, this is News Listener by Angelo. Salamat po. Now, pag-usapan natin tong si Chiso Escudero. Meron siyang privileged speech kanina, by the way. So next time, so try ko i-discuss yan and share ko yung aking opinion. But for now, pag-usapan natin tong balita mula sa Inquirer. And sabi dito, Escudero seeks disbarment of Jesus Falsis over hateful post. So, pina-follow ko to si Attorney Jesus Falsis. And definitely, idol na idol, especially sa pag-criticize sa mga public officials sa ating bansa. At alam niyo naman, guys, na itong si Escudero, although sabi niya hindi magpadala sa script ni Martin Romualdez, ngayon ay nagbabasa siya ng script niya para malihis yung issue, yung mga flood control scandal na konektado siya, especially yung insertion ng 142 billion. Rather, million pala. Okay? So, tingnan natin to. Okay? And then share ko yung aking opinion when it comes to this. Okay? So, punta tayo sa baba. So sabi dito, Senator Francis Escudero nag-file siya ng disbarment case before Supreme Court against lawyer Jesus Falsis III alleging violating the Code of Professional Responsibility, CPRA, which governs the conduct of attorneys including their online presence. So, ang daming, I remember yung mga post ni Attorney Jesus Falsis criticizing Jesus Escudero's handling of uh, yung impeachment trial, tsaka yung mga insertions at iba pa. Well, we can actually criticize any public officials if they are doing something wrong, di ba? Pero dito, abogado sa abogado. At sa mga posts ni attorney, pinadidisbar agad ni Escudero, di ba? Ang galing, no? Pero later, i-explain ni attorney and papakita ko sa inyo mamaya kung anong yung mga points niya. Okay? At this is, so sa mga explanation niya, sasabihin, mga explanation ni attorney Jesus, dito hindi kakasa tong disbarment case ni Escudero. Okay? But let's read this more. Sabi dito, the case stems from Falsis social media posts. O yun. Sa mga flood control projects describing as accusatory, defamatory, demeaning, speculative, and hateful. Okay. In his post, Pulse is called shameless, the worst Senate president in history, and called him bulok na queso or rotten cheese. O yun ang 3 points. Kumbaga, una, shameless, the worst Senate president, at saka bulok na keso. Oh, yan. Yan ang mga points niya, no? Gustong, three reasons nga gusto niyang ipadisbar itong si Attorney Jesus Falsis. Okay. Now, may response ito si uh, Attorney Jesus. Okay. Ito, papakita ko sa inyo, guys. Kung anong explanation niya. Okay. Wait, share ko to. Yan, okay. So, pakinggan natin yung kanyang explanation kung bakit okay na gawin yung ginawa niya. Okay?
That it may affect your reputation as a lawyer by saying what some may consider libelous. Bulok na keso, medyo libelous yata yun.
Sa inyo guys, bulok na keso, okay. Ano ba yun? Libelous ba yun? Ewan ko. Anyway, para sa akin, para sa akin, okay lang. Diba? Kasi you're criticizing someone who's, violating what is supposed to be sa constitution. Diba? At yun ang kanyang response. So sa akin, may most of mga post ko about hindi bulok na keso Sinabi ko like natunaw na keso. Tapos I did say worst Senate President kasi worst talaga Diba? You can really say that. I mean, based on his performance as a Senate President, yeah, why not? Oh, sige. Pakinggan natin ito.
Hindi ba?
Oh, it cannot be libelous, Ma'am Ses, no? Because bulok na keso is a play of words on his nickname, which is cheese, no? And hindi ba kabulok-bulok yung ginawa niya about the budget insertion? Ang ano ko kasi dyan, Ma'am Ses, no? There's already a case filed. And technically, that case should be confidential.
Oh, yun. So meron daw kaso na. Kaso nga lang, isinapubliko nitong keso na to. Ni Cheese pala. O, di ba? So, dapat confidential daw, ayon sa Supreme Court.
He should not really be stating that, no? But because he already made it public, I'll just answer a bit and then not really respond to the case because I haven't read the entire complaint. But if we're talking about the three quote-unquote comments, no, na talagang hina-highlight ni Senator Cheese, which is shameless, bulok na keso, tsaka worst president in Senate history or worst Senate president in history, those are all opinions and they are political opinions.
They're political opinions, okay? At dito sasabihin niya bakit hindi siya hindi siya maapektuhan sa disbarment case.
Under the Constitution, political speech is the highest form of freedom of speech. And
yon, pakinggan nyo? The highest form of speech, ang political speech. Okay? So kung mag-criticize ka ng isang public official, okay? Ang political speech ay protektado ng ating konstitusyon. Okay? As long as you're not doing something na hindi tama, di ba? Sige, pakinggan natin. Then later on, guys, pakita ko sa inyo yung information about the highest form. Okay? Ito ay protektado ng ating konstitusyon. Okay, sige.
Ito yung gusto ko ding iambag sana, no? Ang lawyers, just because we are lawyers doesn't mean we are stripped of our freedom of speech, especially when making satire.
Totoo naman, di ba? I mean, kung lawyer, hindi naman pwede na hindi ka makapag labas ng iyong saloobin sa nangyayari sa bansa. Especially, you're also a Filipino citizen.
Or when making sarcastic, pointed comments. So, lahat na lang dry, lahat na lang parang bland yung commentary. Hindi pwede. By the way, ako kasi, mga ladies, hindi ako lawyer lang. Ang aking undergraduate degree is political science. So, ever since...
di ba? Aray. Bakit aray? Kasi political scientist siya. Di ba? Meron siyang, kumbaga, in terms of political, alam niya talaga kung anong gagawin. Diba?
Even before ako naging lawyer, nagpo-post na ako about my political opinions or commentaries and analysis about the state of things. Mula pa yan sa panahon ni Pinoy, no, nung nagsimula ang Facebook sometime 2008. Yeah. I've been consistent in posting my political opinions. So I would like to argue na those kind of statements are not unethical for me as a lawyer because he's only looking at me as a lawyer lang. One, I'm also a Filipino citizen. And second,
yan, dapat. Di ba? Pilipino tayong lahat dito sa bansa. So, lawyers, kumbaga kay Cheese, dapat kung lawyer ka, dapat ganito, ganyan, professional and all that. Yes, you're professional. Pero you should not be hold or you should not be silent to criticize someone. Di ba?
I'm a political scientist. So, those are pointed, kahit pointed siya, entitled ako to pointed commentaries because I just have to describe things as it is. He is the worst Senate President
That's correct. Agree ako dyan.
in history. Why is he not the worst Senate President? If you compare all other Senate Presidents, sino ang Senate President in history who was popularly embroiled or plagued by controversies? At most, makakompare mo lang sa kanya is Senator Juan Ponce Enrile.
Oh,
But even then, si Senate President
yun sa PDAF, di ba? O, hanggang ngayon, dinidesisyonan pa.
Juan Ponce Enrile was commended for handling or how he handled the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Corona. He was
At one point, si Enrile, si Manong, ano siya, hindi siya Pinoy, nung that time.
able to handle it well in terms of procedure, in terms of gravitas, etc., etc. Na ano lang siya doon sa pork barrel, which is a personal matter. Here, anong issue about the Senate presidency ni Senator Cheese? It was about his handling of the budget. There are legitimate questions about
Yan. Yun ang gusto ko sanang pag-usapan. Hopefully, meron akong time next sa susunod video. Kasi sinasabi ni Cheese Escudero na si Martin Romualdez may pakana ng budget at tinuturo niya para malihis yung controversies sa kanyang sarili. Di ba? Ikaw yung naging Senate President nung time na yon. Tapos sasabihin mo nga na si Martin Romualdez lang, 'di ba? O 'di ba? Ang galing no. Yung mga senador natin yan. Maalam. They're smart. They're using. That's why there are people saying there are senators, smart senators who are willing to bend the law para lang makuha nila yung gusto nila. Diba? Okay. Continue natin to.
how he handled as Senate President the most corrupt 2025 budget, which is nag-insert siya 140
Tama. Yun. 142 million pesos. O sino kasama niya? Si Joel. Doon sa Bulacan.
2 billion. So imbes na kasuhan niya
sorry. Billion pala. Hindi milyon. Okay.
ng disbarment, maybe he should explain, which he did not explain sa privilege speech niya. He should explain the 142 billion budget insertions. 9 billion went to Sorsogon, which is his baluarte or ang hometown ng mga Escuderos. He should explain why he accepted campaign contributions from the donor Lawrence Lubiano ng Center West.
Yeah, tama, 'di ba? 30 million.
Instead of just saying, may iba ding mga politicians na may campaign contractor contributions. Even President BBM and Sara Duterte, sinabi niya, people higher than him. Meron daw contractors na campaign donors. Sure, lahat sila may contractor donations, but that will not absolve him. So he should focus.
Diba? Tama. Kasi kung naka-receive base sa Philippine Center Investigative Journalism na pag-alaman nila na si Bongbong Marcos saka si Sara Duterte naka-receive ng donation sa government contractor, which is a violation of the election code. Diba? So dapat merong mangyari din kay Marcos, kay Sara at saka kay Cheese Escudero. Kung sino man yung mga senador o congressman naka-receive ng ganon na election code. Di ba dapat matanggal din? Kasi napakalaking violation yan. Okay?
Focus on himself. He should also explain why he was alleged to receive 160 million in DPWH kickback from Roberto Bernardo. Never pa in-explain ni Senator Cheese yung statement ni Roberto Bernardo, quote-unquote, alam ko ang galawan nyo sa DPWH. Sabihan mo si Sec Bonoan, babaan ako ng pondo. Senator Cheese Escudero has never explained that. So instead of filing disbarment cases and weaponization of the law against his quote-unquote accusers, na hindi naman niya accusers kasi hindi naman kami yung nag-a-accuse. We are
nag-criticize lang tayo, 'di ba? Sa mga manonood, 'di ba, guys? Kung meron kayong nakitang kabalbalan, kabalustagan ang ginawa ng mga senador natin, mga congressman, o sino man politiko dyan, i-call out natin. Hindi dapat tayo namimili. Hindi dapat tayo maging Chiso Escudero na hindi niya gusto matuloy yung impeachment trial. Diba? At kung natatandaan nyo, si Chi, nung privilege speech niya, nandyan si Sara Duterte. Nanonood. O, di ba? Okay. Now, kung natatandaan nyo, sabi niya, ni attorney, yung political speech is the highest. Okay, pakita ko sa inyo another page. Sabi dito, yes, political speech is protected and hold preferred position under the Philippine legal system. That means you can criticize, okay? Pero syempre, meron siyang limitation. For now, sabi dito, sa 1987, specifically Article 3, Section 4, the Bill of Rights, no law shall pass bringing the freedom of speech, of expression, or of the press, or the right of people peaceably assemble and petition the government, redress of grievance. O, di ba? Key points politically regarding highest protection. Philippine jurisprudence, court decision has consistently affirmed that political and ideological speech, especially criticism of government official commentary on public affairs, is at heart of guarantee, afford broadest protection. So, protektado kung ano naman sinasabi natin, pag-criticize sa mga government official, ito ay protektado ng ating konstitusyon. Diba? Essential to democracy. The right to consider fundamental vital function democracy enables citizen participate in public discourse and hold government accountable. Yon, dapat ang nangyari sa September 21, di ba? Yon ang dapat participation natin sa mga ganun na event, at sinabi ng publiko na dapat maragot ang mga korap. Ito na yung not absolute. Well, it's highly protected, it's not absolute. Ano yung mga libel or slander, defamation, making false statement. Kung meron kang false statement, which is not true, yun, bawal yan. Incitement to lawless action. Kung merong inciting imminent lawless action, means recommend to do something lawlessness, kumbaga gagawa ng gulo. And sedation and terrorism, speech that threatens national security and advocates for rebellion, bawal na bawal yan. Siyempre, hindi dapat na inaanyaya mong pagiging terorista at para lang mapababa yung isang government official, di ba? O yun. So yan na guys. So anong sa tingin nyo ginawa ni Cheese? Ano ba yan? Ginawa niya kay Attorney Jesus. Ito ba worth it? Di ba? But I think hindi yan papasa. Okay? So guys, if you have any comments and suggestion, please comment it down. And please like and subscribe. Sa susunod, I'll see you in the next video. Salamat po.